That's my story. Tell me a little bit about your story and what inspired you to start being the open face of positivity and pro-Israel online.
Yeah, man, it's interesting. So I was pretty much disconnected from Judaism and my relationship with Israel for 15 years. I did a gap year after high school. So I spent 9 months there, had a great time. But then college happened, the real world happened, and I just got disconnected. There was no like rabbis or spiritual teachers that I really resonated with that were Jewish. So I kind of was forced to find God my own ways through plant medicines and other holistic routes. And right before October 7th, actually, I was just feeling this huge empty void inside of my soul. And I couldn't identify what it was. And one evening I was just like, I'm going to find out the root cause of why I'm feeling so shitty. It was very clear to me that I was lacking a relationship to God and my Jewish roots. So then I went to Chabad that Shabbat and felt so much love, felt so much good energy. And then I started rapping tefillin with the rabbi there. And then literally 2 or 3 weeks later, October 7th happened. And all of my life was pretty much dedicated to mental health, holistic nutrition, mindset. And I was dissociated from the Jewish aspect of it. So I wasn't really sharing any of that. And October 7th just awakened this fire inside of me where I was like, wow, I need to be a voice of truth. When the entire world seems to be against the Jewish people in the country of Israel, I need to use my platform to elevate ourselves and really bring positive energy and cultivate community so we don't feel alone during these really tumultuous times.
Interesting. So that journey started before October 7th. And then October 7th was the moment where you turned it into action.
Yeah. It was, I think a lot of Jews went through a similar type awakening after October 7th where they're like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism is real. Like this isn't
our grandparents' story or something like that.
Exactly. And I think it forced us to really reconnect to our roots and cultivate community. And it's so unfortunate that something as tragic as October 7th needed to happen for the Jewish community to really rise up. And I feel like that's what's happened the last couple of years. It's like you and I would not be sitting down right now having this conversation if it wasn't for October 7th. So many of these relationships that I've developed in the last couple of years, I know wouldn't have happened without October 7th happening. And, God works in very mysterious ways. And it's usually the darkest moments where we find the brightest light. And I think that's personally what I found in my own journey. And also as a collective, the Jewish people were forced to really sit in this pain, sit in this darkness and transmute that pain into more purpose, into more light, into more community. And that's what we're seeing now.